Welcome back to Crypto's Juiciest News, friends. We have Bitcoin still sitting at around $39,000, $39K, $40K. Uncle Bobby, our favorite uncle, who we love eating souvlaki with, he has said the top is in for this early part of the timing of the cycles. And it's very fascinating, right? He is confirming it after the move has already rejected from the high. So he's basically confirming it. Remember, it goes from 48K, touches 39 and hovers around here, and now he's confirming it. So I just want to tell you, this is Bitcoin. Look what the altcoins did. Many altcoins dropped 40%. You see, so you can have two perspectives when it comes to markets like this. You can never get everything right, but there's basically trying to pick tops and bottoms, and then there's following the trend. Now, of course, following the trend is going to get you to the very end. That's why we're friends. Straight back, like, subscribe. However, when the turn comes, you're not going to like it. It's never going to feel good. Psychologically, it's ruining, because let's say you had a 10 grand portfolio and then it went up to, it touched 300K, but then the cycle basically turns after that point, because you don't know, right? You're right in the trend, and the trend confirms it being down. For your altcoins, you're back down to about 160K. So on that 300K, you're thinking of a million, because you're like, oh, just another triple, I hit a million, but it confirms back down to 160K. Are you going to have the balls to get out? 95% of people won't. Absolutely no. They'll keep holding, and the next part is like 100K. You see, it's a big discrepancy. But if you are trying to pick tops and bottoms, you probably, that 10K you started with, you probably would have sold out at like 40K, because you don't know. Everything looks like a top, okay? So let's continue. So Bitcoin, 39,300. Jim Cramer is literally tripling down on being bearish. He has made multiple tweets, like this one right here. Now that Bitcoin's down 20% from the high, I expect a strong stand to be made, but it won't hold because not enough money is coming in. New theme, number go down. That's right. Jim, look, man, I'm telling you, friends. Uncle Bobby might be right, but when Jim Cramer is now emphatically saying number go down, watch out. Maybe we do get this mammoth altcoin run that comes in. He continues to be ultra bear in the scenario. It's funny to see. You know, having a look at the Bitcoin price on the monthly, it did not successfully close above this 44,500. Remember, I made a video, I got excited, kind of excited, not really, but it needed to close this month on above the SuperTrend, friends. That means basically everything is going to Friendship Town. But then after it closes that month, historically, there are 2 red months after that, at least. Once it was 2, the other one was 3. And it's just basically a pause out period. We don't have that right now. You see this right now? Okay, we didn't even close it. So right now, but in the previous cycle, we're able to flip it and then go sideways. So it's just basically an indication. The monthly super trend, it takes so long to flip, but once it flips, it's like, okay, you are completely out of the bear market now, because you went 3 times the average month to the upside. That's how significant that move is, and you're able to close there. And it basically means, yes, you're out of the bear market now. You are now going to get your first chance for the launch pad for the actual bull. And, you know, it doesn't mean it's free money, because just think about this, friends. If people are buying after a confirmed monthly trend, when you have to go take all the risk at the bottom, it shows you how little the market's going to give us all as a return on the upside. Okay, I know you don't know like hearing this. I'm just being honest. I'm not gonna tell you a lie, because it means, well, you took all that risk and then you got a certain price. Okay, let's say you bought a coin, it's $1. By the time the monthly trend confirmed, you were hoping that yours is up $10, and now the whole industry is confirming. But if you look at most of these coins, instead of $10, you're only like $3. So you're looking at it, you're like, wait a minute. These people, these weak hands who look for confirmation, right? So much confirmation on the monthly trend and a Bitcoin halving year, they're not paying that much of a premium compared to our price. You get the point now, okay? So this is just something it is very, very concerning. But you can't argue with that, okay? If euphoria comes earlier than you expect, you have to be ready. And this is the 4-hour chart. Looking at this, there's nothing any particular exciting about this. I mean, who cares? What I've done is, see these rectangles? I've just drawn a rectangle that stops at the resistance, basically, for the previous area that we were traversing through. And what I've done now is just made it smaller, just so you can see. It's around 30, 31K. Does it have to go back? It doesn't. This is spooky, man. This is spooky, man. We are exactly in line for the 4-year cycle. This is the 4-year cycle. See, we just ran a bit later than expected. Now we're here. So we are actually in line. Like if Bitcoin goes back to 36K, around 36 to 38K, it's exactly in line. Just the problem is this. Well, it's not really a problem. We've got to be, by May this year, by May to August of this year, we've got to be back to 50K on our way up. That's what we need. Now, I hope it happens. Wouldn't that be fantastic if it happens? Because this would be our best case scenario. Our best case scenario is that we actually go up, friends, as they cut rates. But then there's a stock market jitter. So I think this is when China banned Bitcoin. This is the fractal of China banned Bitcoin or whatever. So we go up. There's a stock market ban. There's like these scary things. Look at this. This is a like 30% drop in Bitcoin instantly. And then we keep going up. And this is not the end of the cycle, by the way. If you complete the end of the cycle, you get something ridiculous like 700,000 Bitcoin. But if we go up here and we stop here, I would love that. I would absolutely love that because now we know, all right, get ready. Because if that means my dark prophecy ends up playing out, you get a green Bitcoin halving year. You already know, friends. You don't have to let me tell you this. Every single person in crypto is going to be turbo, giga, leverage long up here. Everyone. Now, I know this price says 120K. What if it stops here? What if it starts doing that? Okay, it doesn't matter. Same thing. Everyone's going to be turbo, leverage long. Everyone's going to be saying best is yet to come. One of my videos, actually multiple videos I made in 2023, I said one of the hardest things we would ever get is if they started cutting rates, there's economy jitters, and they give us like Donald Trump winning and he drops the tax rates because the picture would just look so perfect. There'd be rates going down, inflation's kind of gone, the boogeyman's gone away, and Donald Trump is back. People get to live, they reminisce about the old times, and he's going to cut rates. It's just a perfect picture. That's why no one's going to click sell. No one. I'm telling you right now, no one's going to click sell. But we might have to. When it's just going to look so perfect. It's going to look so, that's the thing, man. You get in when there's just 1,000 things going wrong. When there's nothing going wrong, that's when you have to be concerned. But in the meantime, right, we have Uncle Bobby saying that the top is in for Bitcoin. And I'm going to show you, here's just a quick cycle here. The damage is done. Now, weekly cycle has topped out. Mid-Feb, best case for the lows. So this is just him looking at the cycles here and there. But we already knew this. That's why I'm just telling you, this confirmation is important. It hit the fib. We're like, hey, risk. And then it starts confirming Uncle Bobby's early. Think about all the other people that are going to realize Bitcoin ETF was a sell the news event. How low does Bitcoin have to go for them to realize it? It was at 48K, man. It's at 48K. Imagine Bitcoin finally goes back to 33K. And then people say, oh, of course it was a sell the news, right? Think about how low altcoins would be. You also had FTX. They were one of the betrayers selling $1 billion worth of Bitcoin. But I just put a snake emoji there just because they're all scum. The lawyers there are scum. The accountants there are scum. Everyone involved with that whole exchange is scum. Top, down, left, right. Anyone who receives sponsorship from that place is scum. I know all of your mainstream influencers. You pretend like you're the same. No one can touch you. We all saw it. You're all scum. You're all frauds. You understand? Everyone got wrecked because of yous. Congratulations. Everyone lost all their money. Now they're sitting in USD for the next 10 years and my bags get to go up. I tried to warn everyone, but everyone called me the peanut brain who's crazy. Well, guess what? You're actually right. It just so happens that this peanut brain was right. Continuing. Mt. Gox as well, friends. Mt. Gox, you can't trust. Mt. Gox, you see, friendly comment saying, hey, Mt. Gox saying they're sending their Bitcoin out, but they say that every year. No, there's a difference now. The difference is that the price is now actually in a beneficial zone where everybody mutually agrees it's okay. You see, they were going to release the Bitcoin down here and they delayed it. But now it's come up here, all right? Now they've even said around October this year, but you never really know. Look, the price has hit up. I think they're happy with this zone. They're happy with this zone up here. And it's probably enough for them to just go, hey, sweet, let's just get out here. Let's send everybody their Bitcoin and everyone's happy. That's what they want. But it kind of makes you question, right? Why would you hold Bitcoin? Why would you hold Bitcoin? You got Mt. Gox selling is 140,000 Bitcoin. And trust me, friends, don't believe anybody who says it's priced in. No one. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. Okay, they think they know what they're talking about, but they're just a bit too smart to be dangerous. You ever heard that saying? For their own good. How many people told you that Bitcoin ETF was buy the news? How many people? You know that. All the mainstream influencers, every single freaking one, I'm looking at all of them, you are all wrong. All of you are wrong. You are not eating jelly beans that you claimed you were eating. You were drinking soy milk. These people said people already know that it's a sell the news event, so it's actually not a sell the news event because everyone's looking for it. How many times do they say that, friends? I woke up every single day to people saying that, and I felt like they were talking to me, but I realized, oh, God, I'm fine. I've made it. You have too, Mr. Influencer. Your audience, they're going to get wrecked because they're listening to you over me. Good on them. I sweet. I don't really care. I'm here to win. Don't really care, right? People listening here and there doesn't really matter, okay? So this is devastating because you got to see it happen in slow motion. But you're like thinking, oh, Bitcoin's down 20%. Yeah, but altcoins are down 30, 40, 50% already. Okay, what if Bitcoin just keeps going down? So this move's fine. If you're listening out there and you're new, this is not a cause for concern. Just want to tell you, I, as your friend, I made, how many videos did I say, friends? How many videos was I making? I said, if I owned any spot Bitcoin, wink, wink, and I had a trading stack, wink, wink, I would be selling, DCAing out, clip, 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 every single time. And I said the ultimate fib zone was this 61.8% retrace, which was the 48K price. Bang. All right. So, oh man, that was funny. I remember, friends, I know 99.9% of you get it. There's always new people who say that they don't get it. They're like, hey, but you said, I remember, I think I started saying like 44K. Hey, we're in the warning zone. And then it went up to 46 and I said, I would be selling. Okay, I'm not telling you what to do. I would be selling spot Bitcoin. And then comments started coming out saying, oh, you said to sell at 46, but it started trading at 47. Like these people, yes, so you sell more. You get it? You literally sell more. They're giving you more free money. You keep trimming out. So it's just like on the opposite side. If you buy and it goes down, you buy more. So yes, you're not learning. You can't be all in, all out. I know most of you get it. I love seeing this. It doesn't make me upset. I love it because it means new people are coming in. And if new people are coming in, it's probably a proxy for the rest of the market showing you that they're going to be buying the tops and selling the bottoms. And these are the people that are going to believe the bull narrative at the tops. So I don't do things like this often. You see this. I don't do macro moves like this, okay? I was just turbo bullish long here. I'm like, warning, warning, warning. These are really slow moves, really slow. And you could basically manage a big fund if you're doing this. So these are the ones where they're so slow and they're so big that you win almost no matter what, because you always get a chance to get back in and you need the market to rinse around the cycles. It's just that no one's doing them. Why? No one's watching weekly charts. No one. The longest charts most people watch is daily. And weekly is like 7 times that time frame. Okay. And daily, friends, daily is literally crack cocaine for crypto. You shouldn't be looking at dailies. Most people. Now, of course, all the traders will look at dailies, but no one else. You should be looking at, I'm not kidding, weekly and monthly. Weekly, 2 weekly, monthly. That's it. We are still in the then they fight you phase 2, right? The Tornado Cash co-founder, he says there's going to be a strong lawyer defense at the US criminal trial. I wonder how this is going to play out. You know, it's probably going to be some sort of seesaw here and there. Remember the Tornado Cash fans? Tornado Cash, the issue should be blasted in front of every crypto mainstream media. But I know people here for the green candles, they want to usher it out. But this is the government trying to basically like stab us all to death. Okay, we're already laying down the coffin. So this Tornado Cash issue, you can tell we're still part of that then they fight you phase. I won't be surprised if as the green candles come throughout the bull market, it looks like we're winning on that issue. And then in the next bear market, there's like a self-custody ban or somewhere, you know, with like some really, really bad stuff. And then they go like harder on him. So what I've noticed is these very strange, friends. These legal cases, they're meant to be a judge reading comments, okay, and like being neutral. Yet there's bullish cases results with the green candles, and then in the red candles, they're bearish, which makes absolutely no sense. Like, how do people's actions relate to the the stock market or just markets in general, and judges like making a ruling or how they're swaying. It's fascinating and also scary. Basically, if you want to commit a crime, do it in a bull market. You also have this DeFi update. Now, I put this in here just so I want to teach you this. Cosmos have rejected a proposal to put Atom inflation to 0. So Atom token is poop. I'm going to show you, right, friends? So always look at an ETH ratio chart. And you can see right now, I mean, this is absolutely disgusting. Look at this. This is ETH, Atom ETH. This is Atom versus ETH. It is on a log chart. This is the linear chart. This actually looks like it's down to Goblin Town, all the way down. Bang, you've done nothing. This is the most depressing part, actually. This was Atom during 2021, right here. So I went all the way down because I had a bullet in this. Because you didn't know, friends. I thought it was just going to do this, right? But it didn't. Just kept going down. This is nothing. Here we are right now. I mean, it's literally just fizzling out. You know, I won't be surprised, though, if something big happens for Atom. Just because I hear a lot of people talking about it. They say it's got the best tech. The coin itself, useless. I think the founder, I keep forgetting this, the founder made his own other project and coin. So he's splitting off. That's really bad, by the way. That's very, very red flag. You never want to see a founder think about other stuff or lose wording power in any of this. This is like crumbling from the top, okay? And now you already know, if Cosmos has the best tech, no one gives a shit. No one cares, okay? People, we want to worship an idol. We want to worship a coin. And I know I say that tongue in cheek, but we want valuable stuff. We don't want junk. We want something it's amazing, that's representative of all of us. That's something you can hold. That's what we want. That's why in crypto, it's because you want to hold stuff that the government can't take away from you. So you don't want to hold shit. Because if you're holding like cardboard boxes and brochures, right, advertising for people to go drink room temperature orange juice, if you're holding them, the government doesn't want it anyway. You're like, yeah, it doesn't mean anything. Okay, but if you're holding something valuable, like the Bitcoin, and you know deep down that government wishes they could change it to proof of stake. Okay, they wish they could control it more, which they are controlling more. You see, it's a scarcity factor. It's also, like, the bad part is a legal factor. So think about that Atom price I just showed you when it comes to purchasing these. But look, I hope it does this just for everyone in there. It's just that Atom's been around multiple cycles. What is it, like third cycle now? You know, it's even a cursed one. So cursed, friends, doesn't mean it can't go up. Cursed doesn't mean these things can't go up. It just means, like, maybe you're expecting much higher and then, you know what I mean? That's what usually a curse is. It lets you down somewhere. Also recently, the ONDO team, they sent 40 million coins to exchanges. They dumped immediately on launch after the mainstream influencers mentioned it to be the future of finance. There's only 2% of the coins released. I made a whole video about it. Very interesting just to know. We're going to see this copy-pasted over and over again. We're going to see many projects like this. So you don't fall in love with the project. Don't hate anything too much. That's it. Okay. Don't have too much love. Don't have too much hate. I know we get emotional about things, but it doesn't really matter. You're here to learn it. You're just going to see copy pasting of these grifts and all these scams over and over and over again. All I can do is just provide for you a channel, like a voice, right? While I keep my back straight and I'm wearing a cork hat, of course, not financial advice. Just provide for you this voice of reason. You get to say, oh, wow, golly gee, like, you know, everything's a scam. But my friend Tommy, he is still long. You know what I mean? They're scams and they're bubbles forming. You have to participate. You have to, just because these things keep popping up. And we can read the crowd for the foreseeable future. In the better news, right, PulseX, friends, has ticked up to 3.3% of the total supply bought off the market. 676 billion PulseX. Now, here's the price chart, okay, for PulseX. This is obviously on a log chart. Doesn't look that nice on a linear chart. This chart, it's below day one sack, and you're getting your pullback. So it's the same thing for Pulse, by the way. Do you remember, friends? What I did was I put on this cute little moving average exponential. We are right. You see these gray dots? If we zoom in, you get to see these little gray dots. These gray dots, and I'll just highlight them for you. Okay, this is the 21 EMA. It might just move up like this. I'll show you. It might just move up like that. And then this candle, maybe the next one hits it. Okay, now this is basically your final chance. It's actually right next to it right now. You might think like, 37s or 32s, same garbage price to me. Now, it does not mean it's a free pass to go up. It just means it's like that's the final zone. That's like, okay, now that that's touched, you have to get in. Even if there's a fake out later on, there's like an 80% chance. It's still possible. It fakes out and does this. But most of the time, they just continue. It's very hard to unfake, right? To fake out a weekly super trend move like that, especially in crypto. The weekly time frame is big. You know, with daily and 3-day, there's a lot of zippity zaps. But with this, it's very hard. So we're running out of time. Hopefully that next leg moves up for everyone's bags, but you can't really control that, can you? Just got to be careful. What did I tell you? Because I told you, people who are non-believers of Pulse Chain, PulseX, and everything else, they get to enter here. All right. You as a believer with me, you got day one sack. All right. That's basically you entering at this price back then over 2 years ago. And then these non-believers get a confirmation and they get to buy here. How high is it going to go? I don't know. There are sharks everywhere, but greed overtakes everyone in the marketplace. Once you see Bitcoin and Ethereum up, make sure you like, subscribe, bell button, or catch you soon.